Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black with the Strat Time Report, and 2-2 on a Tuesday. Yeah, we got it. So if you look at the daily SPY, remember we had a tight range yesterday, but it was a 2 down, but it closed green. So you did have weekly continuity already green when you walked in this morning, and boom, 2 down, 2 up, right? Looking now for potentially an outside week, right? Because we're almost there, so we'll see. We do stall out some lower highs in here. So we'll see how that goes, because otherwise that's just going to be lower level series where it's still walking down. But for right now, most things strong. Remember, we're still inside month, and so we can expect this back and forth stuff as we're seeing. Like I said, we're getting closer to an outside week. We'll see how that goes. We got a new 60 coming. We'll see how that goes. If we go to QQQ, and the Qs, same deal. 2 down, 2 up on the Tuesday, looking for the outside week. And another question I get a lot too is, do the closing bars at the end of the day matter? And like they do, because you can see this 60-minute here. Inside bar, pokes down, boom, rev strat, and if that works, that's going to trigger that 2-2 here. If you go back to SPY, not quite a rev strat, but a 2-2 reversal. 2 down, 2 up. And it was already green. 2 down, 2 up. And if that works, that triggers that, you see? So you can get some here, and you could add to it there. All right, so we'll see how it sets up. Like I said, we're looking for these outside weeks now. Dow Jones Diamonds. Back and forth we go into the doji of nothingness here, but you did have your 2 down, and your 2 up, and you did have your 2-2 reversal on the 60. Now just stalling out like a lot of things up in here, but seeing if it can go 2-2 reversal on the week, albeit that month not doing much. If we go to IWM, and IWM, once again, 2-2 reversal, 2-2 reversal, 60 and daily. So it's called a simultaneous break. This is a simultaneous 60 break. Almost everything was doing that, and then almost everything was taking out the highs of yesterday, right? So that's something you'd want to know about. So we did see right off the shoot is a lot of the pandemic opening up names, whatever you want to call them, strength, airlines coming up a bit here. There's United, goes 2 down, 2 up. How's American? Here, an American has got that rev strat month. 1, 2, 2 on the month. And then here, 2 down on a Monday and 2-2 on a Tuesday. We're right back up she goes. If you go to the cruise ships, RCL, 2 down, 2 up. Everybody's doing it, and so we're going to see if we can take out that week, and that tells you CCL. Here, 2 down, 2 up, blah, blah, blah. Must be Tuesday, huh? All right, if we go to Marriott. Marriott's still strong, and this thing's just been piling higher, and here's that hammer counter shooter month. Reaches magnitude by taking this out. These 2 months become an outside bar of that, but so far so good. Looks like it's inside in the 60. You look at H here, also coming up, trying to a little bit more room on that one because your hammer counter shooter month just taking that out. How's HST? HST, 2 down, 2 up on the day. Back through previous range. That's what we like. Stop them all out. If you go to Wynn Resorts, and Wynn, still inside month, but there's your 2-2 on a Tuesday. 2 down, 2 up. And what that does, that triggers the weekly. See that? 2 down, 2 up on the week, as it was triggered by this opening 60. Boom, boom, boom combos that we look for, albeit inside month like a lot of things still. If we go to even Boeing, 2 down, 2 up, nice day, and taking out last week's highs, still handily inside month, but it is what it is for now, still drifting toward the highs. If we go to UPST, and UPST also 2 down, 2 up on the Tuesday, and that was also an inside bar here last Thursday, which makes this a rev strat. Looking for maybe a little bit more. We'll see, maybe an outside week on this thing. Important part of here as well, for one, you got an inside 60 again, was that last month was an outside month. Just took out both sides of that range. So if you can get that back green and come through back through there, if they paid up and sold down, they might do it again. Right now, still red on the month, but rev strat day for today. If you go to Roku, and Roku, not totally piling on the weekly just yet, but you do have that 2 down, 2 up, and that's still working, and still handling inside month would be my concern, but we'll see if, since everything's doing it today, if they wanted to keep driving everything all day. TWLO. There you go. 2 down, 2 up on a Tuesday. And potential outside week because you took out last week's lows yesterday and now back up. If you go to Dave & Buster's play, and that's more opening up stuff, obviously, inside week to the upside. 2-1-2 reversal, right? It was already up yesterday to start. If we go to some of the home builders, XHB having a nice little day on the 2 down, 2 up. ITB, 2 down, 2 up. And you can go like Toll Brothers here and see what else is going on there. Toll. So across the board there. If we go to also some of the Bitcoins coming up here, and you've got SI here, 2 down, 2 up, back through the old 3. Hits magnitude. It's already an outside week. Still handling an inside month. We're just aware of that. And an inside 60 with the Bitcoin. Tells us we can look at Mr. and all that kind of stuff. And there you go. 2 down, 2 up on Tuesday. If we go to SQ as well. And SQ, inside day, I believe. Yep. Rev strap. 1, 2, 2, and right back up. Potential outside week. And I know I'm getting a little repetitive, but that's why it's good to know this stuff on a Tuesday. Little guy, SEV waking back up. Nice 2-2 on a Tuesday you got there, buddy. And remember, this shenanigans been a lot higher. And so right now, still driving higher. We'll see any good ways in on that. Nice fivers for you here. Just like we look for the 2-2 on a Tuesday, right here. Wait for them to come in, which it did. 2 down, 2 down. Boom, right back up, and off she goes. If we go to Hasbro, and Hasbro's came firing out of the gate here, and once again, that's 2 down, 2 up on a Tuesday, coming back through here. Also, Rev Strat week. 1, 2, 2 on the weaker. So it's just been a little fast up here. We'll see if they bring it in for us at all to get a nice entry in that thing during the afternoon. If you go to Snap on SNA, Snap on, and had a nice day yesterday and follow through on a Tuesday. That's what you want to see. It also goes inside month to the upside. Right now inside 15er. We'll see if that sets up on a 60 at all or 30 as time goes on. If you go to STZ, here, we know that this 2-1-2 month, and we're still looking to take this out here. 257.99. You can see it's slowly drifting up there, but it's still working, so we'll keep that on the radar. If we go to Etsy, and Etsy, just another rev strat. 1, 2 down, 2 up, right? See if it's been a little tight, but it's coming off the lows. We'll see if we'd like to come back through that previous range. You also have an outside bar here, right? That's an old broadening formation it's back into, so we'll see. Still red on the month. But did hit that magnitude we were looking for down in here yesterday to take this out. These two are now an outside bar of this. The question is, can you change this back to green? We'll see. If you go to BIIB, and BIIB has been a corpse for a long time, but having a nice day here. And what that does is it gives you an inside week to the upside here. It also gives you the reversal month here. 2 down, 2 up, right? After the morning 2 reversal on the 60. So now for the rest of the month, it's good over 218.22, right? So we can keep an eye on that. If you go to RH, the 322 on the day, outside bar, 2 down, 2 up. We're looking to take these guys out up into here, right? This thing, because these two, if not tomorrow or the next day, will become an outside bar of the outside bar here. So that we're looking up here about 361.75. It's also green on the month, so we'll see how that goes. If we go to Goldman Sachs, SEV going to the highs. And Goldman Sachs is not doing much on the month, but it did take these guys out and is now recovering. It's also an inside day to the upside, so not too exciting, but what that also does is two continuation. It was a 2 up last week, and it's 2 up coming back through this range. We always like to come back to a previous range. We'll see. If we go to DOCS, DOCS, and DOCS just having a nice outside day, so it did what it was supposed to do by coming back through all this. So we'll see if it does anything on this weekly. On the downside, it's really not much, but let's go back to SPY for just a second. Remember, we're always watching that 60, so we're going to get a little corrective activity here. You got a 2 up, and not a 2 down on that 60. So we're going to be watching the 30s and 60s. Since almost everything's a 2 up on the day, for these to set up another reversal backed up to the upside, or once again, third lower high, and start to collapse, that would be rough. But we'll see. Not too much on the downside. We do have crude coming down. And crude 2 up, 2 down on a Tuesday. These two become an outside bar of these two, right? Not totally the end of the world here, but just for today anyway, they're bringing them in. And potential outside week, although you got some distance on that. And so that's just going to stall out. Like in the XLE, XLE is just going to be inside day so far. So not killing these things, but they're just not participating in the 2-2 on a Tuesday fast. Gold also coming down. And 2 up, 2 down on a Tuesday. Potential outside weaker here in the gold. So we'll see. Now it's inside 60. You can see this plain as day. How does it get out of this? Here's your 60-minute routing formation for GLD. Now trying to go 2-1-2 inside, reversal back up. Insurance, Travelers getting pounded here. And Travelers 2-2 on the week. 2 up, 2 down, and puke. And RevStrat 8 here. Inside bar, pokes up, boom. Down she goes. Having a real rough day here. If you go to your 30, you'll see this. Here's your inside 30, still collapsing. HIG is trying to join that party. And HIG is just stalling out down here. We'll see if that sets up again, because once again here on the week, the 3-2-2. 3 outside bar, 2 up and back down. So HIG and Travelers in some trouble here. If we go to SST. And SST shenanigans. Remember all the kind of fun we had up in here, but now it looks like it's all over. Inside weak, gap down, and puke. It's back into oblivion, so we'll see if there's any more selling left in that thing. BRCC. And BRCC getting pounded. We call this a Momo shooter here. Shooting star. It's a 2 down. Right? So anybody trying to bottom pick this thing yesterday, clobbered because they met a 2 up, 2 down reversal that also changes the month back to red, and potentially RevStrat month now because it was inside month to the upside. So BRCC having a whole bunch of trouble, and here's once again on a 30-minute basis how you get in here. The inside bar, the poke up, the RevStrat, boom, and down she goes. All right, that's how you do that. Also a little bit in the Vaxxers coming in here. Moderna was already inside day and down yesterday, just following 3 and going after that week with BNTX. And BNTX looks like it's trying to recover here. Let's get to a 60. Yeah, recover it a bit, but you might get the RevStrat 60. These 3 hours are all inside of this thing, right? And this was an inside and it poked up, so potentially it comes right back down through all that stuff, but we'll see. All right, right now, got a few more guys gunning. Like I said, most things are 2 up, tough to reverse. But we're going to keep an eye on the 60s. Facebook, 2 down, 2 up. Autodesk, I see just going to the highs here, too. All right. There you go. The 2 down, 2 up. And that's what you do on Tuesday. All right. And just like it can be any day. It just, it's because it's a Tuesday, it's the second day of the week, which means whatever the participants were trying to do on Monday failed, right? That's something you'd want to know about. Right? They're like, oh, we're going to sell it. Are you? Okay, bye. And we take it right back up on them. So let's go back to that SPY one more time. Okay, so it just pokes down a little bit so we can see if we get the 2-2-2 on a 60. Still got some time on that. And how this 30 closes out, because this is inside 30 to the downside, which means if this closes out the top of the hour and takes that out, that's a rev strat back up. But that's why we play the game. That's going to do it for today. I'm Mr. Black. Strat Time Report.